Interpretation of the first part of Lin-Manuel Miranda's All of You from Disney's Encanto. I play it in the key of C. The song is actually in the key of B. If you want to play it in that, you can either cape it up on the 11th fret, or you can tune all your strings down to half a fret. That's what I did to learn the song. This first part is a series of C chords, and then an F and a G. The first C chord is a C second, which is a C with an added D here. On the second string, you're playing a D note. And then you play a regular C, and then you play a C with an F note. And then back to a regular C. And do that again. And then you go to an F chord. And the melody note on that F is a third string, and a third string, which is a B note, so you can play that. I just bar them both. So the first part is. And then it repeats. And for this C with the F note, I go to an F and then a G. And then back down to the E. And then. And then you hit these two single notes, which is a C and an open B on the second string. And then you move to your next part, which starts with an F. This next phrase, the chord structure is an F, a G, and an A-7. Sometimes with an E here on the first string, and sometimes with the G there on the first string. It's played a little differently each time. So the first time through, it's the F, and that's third and second strings, and then the G, and there you're playing the D and C on the second string, and then A-7 with your G note on the first string. So that's. The next time, the F is the same. For the G, you hit a G in the bass, but an A for your melody on the 5th fret of the first string. And then to your A-7, and this time the A-7 has the open E. And then the third time, it's the same as the first for the first two chords. And then when you get to your A-7, and what you're doing there for this A-7, A in the bass,
and you're holding down the 5th fret. I hold it down on all 3 of those, but then you're holding the 7th string also, so you're skipping this 4th string. And then you jump down to this A minor 7. So these 3 F, G, A minor runs look like this. And then you go to an F major 7th. And there the melody is E, D, C, and then you go into an E7th chord with your melody on the E note. And this moves you into your next phrase. And for this next phrase, you're playing a lot of the open E and the D on the 2nd string against each other. F major 7. And what you're doing there for the F major 7th, it's a E, C, A, and then you go down to your G chord, and you hit a G note on the 3rd string, and then you go back to the F major 7th, playing the D and E against each other. And this time it's an E, G, D right before you get to the G chord, and then G chord. And then play the E and D off each other. And then this time it's an A in the bass, single A in the bass. And then it's a single B in the bass. And then you get to a C chord where you're playing your C note as your melody, which moves you into the next phrase. So the F major 7th phrase looks like this. This next phrase is a C, G, F minor. And for the C, the melody is a C on the 2nd string, G on the 1st string, and then for the G chord, it's a D and a G both on the 3rd frets, and then an F minor. And I play my melody on the 2nd string. It may be on the 3rd. And then you do this walk down from an F, back down to the C, and then you jump up to this C and B, G chord with a G note, C, B, and then F minor with your melody this time on the 1st string, F note. And that ends that phrase, which slides up to a C sharp chord barred for the Bruno part. Second and third strings, a melody. And then the second time I play third and fourth strings as the melody. Both of those is a C sharp and a C. And And then it moves into the final phase of this first part, which is an F minor. It's a B flat minor with this open, not actually open, but with this first fret on the second string. And then it's a C chord. And that's where we will start the second part.